Hi, Daph. Hi, Daph. You look excited. I think I know why. Get out of the kitchen. What are you doing? You think because I'm giving you a treat you can be in the kitchen? Over here. Over here. Over here. Sit. Good girl. Here you go. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, and welcome to what many of you already consider to be one of the best times of your day. That is 5 o'clock here, Mountain Standard Time, on the Nathan Meal One Meal channel. And if you don't believe me, if you're a newcomer, and you don't believe this can be one of the best times of your day, 9 out of 10 returning viewers agree that starting out your video with your favorite beverage of choice and enjoying it at the same time as I am enjoying my favorite beverage of choice, which is coffee, leads to higher serotonin levels, higher levels of enjoyment and appreciation for said video, and a higher likelihood that you will return. So, to the returning viewers that already have the memo, let us enjoy a beverage together and toast for another episode of the One Meal channel. 1, 2, 3. So before I was so rudely interrupted yesterday, and let's be clear, I wasn't rudely interrupted. Sometimes I work from home, so sometimes you gotta do things, and that time was a time things had to be done. So today we're eating later in the day, and there won't be as many interruptions. But also, I want to immediately just take the time to thank our most prolific commenter, and I would say probably quasi de facto leader of the comment section and of the channel, Lydia. Lydia, you've been incredible here over the last month. You've been here since the beginning. Everyone here is essentially here since the beginning, but you have outperformed all of the other commenters. You're our top commenter, you're our top viewer, you're top interactor, and you are, I believe, single-handedly responsible for bringing us across the 100 subscriber mark well before our goal of the end of the month. So to all of you who are here because of Lydia or because of somebody in Lydia's friend groups, I don't entirely know the circumstances, but I want to give all of you, especially the key players involved in getting us here, a round of applause. So yes, yay to Lydia and everybody else who might have been involved in getting us to where we're at. Thank you very much. Seriously, it's incredible. When I first made this channel, I thought that a bunch of dudes aged 25 to 35 in the United States would watch this kind of content and mock me for not having using a cast iron here, or tell me on how I'm doing things wrong. And I was going to be fine with that. I thought it would be fun just making some videos that some guys could look at. But no, instead, what I found is that we have more girls in the comment section, more women in the comment section than I could have possibly imagined. So if I look at my analytics, and I'm not going to share the screenshots with you, but if I look at my analytics, guys, pay attention to this. 6% of my viewers are female, which is still way more than I expected there to be. But they make up 33% of the watch time. 33%. And they make up 90% of the comments in the comment section. So guys, you are getting blown out of the water right now. The ladies are absolutely outperforming you. And again, another round of applause for the ladies. The ladies are really showing up. But guys, you're really going to let them do that to you? So I gotta say, ladies, they're the ones that got us to 100 subscribers. They're the ones who are our top commenters. They're the ones who's bringing in, the most watch hours by percentage. So thank you once again, guys. Now is your opportunity here before the end of the year to make your mark on the channel. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like. Maybe even recommend this content to somebody that you know would enjoy it. And put your own spin on it, because otherwise the women are going to take over, and perhaps they deserve it. Perhaps they deserve it, and you guys are just going to be relegated to second-class viewers. And gosh, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to experience. I think you guys are better than that. I think you guys have more in you. Anyway, now that I have that out of the way, one last time just to say thank you to everybody. Seriously, it's been incredible. My videos go up about a day or two. When you see a video, it happened 1 or 2 days ago. It's just best for me to do it that way so that I can prioritize being consistent on my upload schedule rather than having everything be up to date. Anyway, my point in saying that is that we hit 100 subscribers a couple of days ago, and so the video that you saw yesterday probably didn't acknowledge that. Today I want to make sure I have a big acknowledgement for all of the hard work that you guys have done, and it goes a long way. So anyway, I don't know how many times I can say that. I say it because I mean it. Let's get back to traditional content that we have, because we do have some new viewers, and my videos aren't usually just about singing Lydia and the rest of the ladies' praises. Usually it's about food. And although we make the same type of food most days, we're adding a little bit of variation, and we like to talk about our day and other fun stuff while we make our videos. So let's get back to that. Let me get back in the swing of things. Yesterday we made this. We're going to make the same thing today, just I'm actually going to cook it all the way through without cutting the video off to take a call from my boss. We have our traditional mid-cooking session snack, which is this bacon, rendered down perfectly into this pan to give us a nice high smoke point fat to cook in.
That smells good.
Even my roommate knows that this is the real deal here. We're just at the bacon stage.
That's where it always smells.
We're just at the...
That's where you peak.
We start... It's all downhill from there.
It's all weird smells after that.
Yeah, with soy sauce. Soy sauce is when we get back.
There's a jump.
Mm-hmm. Soy sauce and then whatever this is. Just Mexican...
Flavor packets.
Flavor containers, yep. So, where are you off to?
I'm going to take the dog around the block.
Got you. All right, enjoy the freezing cold dog walking temperatures.
Isn't it going to be awesome?
Yeah, are you going to wear your cowboy boots?
No.
Okay, thank goodness, because if you did, you would have broken your hip for sure. So, nobody wants to see that. Perfect. We're going to finish up with the bacon, eat the bacon by itself, cook up the potatoes, cook up the onions, put the chicken in last, and then, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. All this prep work, all of this time spent, and our timing is ruined. No rice. Big mistake. Big mistake. Major gaffe.
Mix together what you got and just eat a cup noodles.
No.
You're out of time.
We haven't, if the bacon had been taken out already, I would agree with you. But we're going to make it work. We're going to use less water than we usually do. Noah's always has my best interest at heart. But I just can't imagine a beef cup noodles with chicken and potatoes, and yeah, I just don't. That's not going to turn out very well. That's not going to turn out. And also, I promised you guys, I promised you guys that I was going to finish cooking this for you, because I interrupted our session yesterday. So let's get this done. I think this is plugged in. Is it plugged in? It's not. Okay, now it is plugged in. Boom. Let's get that temperature set up. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. So we're gonna do exactly 1 cup. I'm gonna put this down there. Yep. Let's see if we can pull this off. Yeah, you guys know that when we do stuff like this, you have to start with the rice first, because if you don't start with the rice, everything else lags behind. But unfortunately, we did the rice last. We will recover. You have to be flexible. You have to be adaptable. You have to be able to adjust to your circumstances, even if you're the one that puts yourself in that suboptimal circumstance. And with the power of bacon, anything is possible. Oh my gosh. All right. This pan just attacked me. Water and oil do not mix well in pans. Got very angry when I did that. So, we have saved ourselves a little bit of screen time by doing the prep work, which is good. A little bit of prep work. Which means we have a little bit more time to cook. Oh crap, what did I do here? That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Do I just break this apart one by one? I mean, I guess this is strange. Never cooked a potato like this before. I should have known better though. Okay, so you all know this. You're all very smart people. You all cook at home yourself. But when you cut a potato and you have the skins on, you cut through the skin. All right, because the skin is the toughest part. Meaning you have the skin side up, and you cut through the skin from the top, rather. For me, I had the skin on the bottom. It was the very final thing that I needed to cut through, and so it perforated. Yeah, and you see this issue has persisted with other parts of the potato as well. Yep, so don't be lazy. Don't be lazy like I did. In this video, you're going to learn just as many things not to do as things to do. Can't be perfect. Can't be perfect. For me, it's a Friday. For you, it's a Saturday, but for me, it's a Friday. So, I was working clear up to the very last minute of the workday. Still very sleep deprived. So I'm not in my best form. But you guys deserve a video. You guys rallied together, put us well over that 100 subscriber mark. I haven't missed an upload since the channel started. I mean, that's not true. The second day I missed an upload because I didn't know what I was doing with the channel. But as soon as I committed to making a daily upload, we have accomplished just that. And put out a daily upload. Without fail. And that is going to continue. All right. 15 minutes down, and our rice is not even boiling yet. Oof. It's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna put the temperature of this down just a little bit so the potatoes take a little bit longer to cook. I'm gonna nom on some bacon. Let me see real quick. Let me get the lighting really good. Over here, we'll take a brief intermission from the cooking. We have our Christmas presents set out here. A couple from Noah, a couple from me. A little gift exchange. Noah is going to be going in one direction and I'm going to be going in the other. So we will not be spending Christmas Eve nor Christmas Day with one another. So I think we'll break into those gifts a little bit early for each other. I hope all of you are having an excellent holiday. Enjoying the weekend. Maybe you got some time off work.
Burr.
I was just showing the audience our little Christmas pile over there.
Burr.
You managing?
Cold out there.
Brisk, some would say.
Yeah. And the dog left me a massive present on the side yard.
Oh, did she now?
Yep, she did. But better on the side yard than in the house.
Mm.
Oh, good girl. There, all done, all better.
Was it a human-sized present? That's terrifying.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually terrifying.
I know.
Is she okay?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I see you. You're not hiding from anybody over there. It's a shame that you guys don't get to see our faces because we really are the two funniest roommates to ever grace American soil. We don't even need to speak. Hey, Duff. What do you think you're doing? Duff, I'm giving you an opportunity to leave. You know what you're doing right now is wrong. Right? You know it's wrong. Get out of the kitchen. How ornery do you have to be? You leave Noah a massive human-sized present on the side of the house? And you think you own the place now? You're adorable, though. I can't stay mad at you. You can only joke, be mad at you. All right, we're getting some bubbles now. We're getting some bubbles now, thank goodness. And let us not neglect our potatoes. That bacon is so good, though. Every time that Noah comes in here and I'm cooking that bacon up, he lets me know just how good it smells. And I gotta say, gosh, I'm gonna be a bacon man till the day that I die. It's just too good. It's just too good. You know, they say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, but depending on how much he likes bacon, other food might just not cut it. Nothing can beat the simplicity and the flavor of bacon. All right, so we're well over halfway through the video, which means you returning viewers get even more special content, more special than singing your praises here at the beginning of the video. My favorite beverage is coffee. I have mentioned that. But what type of coffee? Well, as you've probably figured out right now, I have the typical thing that I eat, the typical thing that I do, which is the meal that we have right now. And then we have the non-typical restaurant-style food that we go and get, like the big pile of Mexican food, or I get some Cantonese food from time to time. And so it's the same with coffee. I drink coffee every day. I drink it every day when I wake up. I drink it every day during work. And it's black coffee. It's very simple. It's dark roast coffee. Nothing special. It's just the pre-ground stuff that you get at a Walmart. And I like it. I'll drink it up. It doesn't taste too bitter, but it's not too bland. Gives me a caffeine boost, and away we go. But every once in a while, I'd say maybe every 2 weeks or so, there's a local kind of like drive-through pop-up coffee shop. And every time that I go there, I get a blended peppermint mocha. And I get the hot mocha. You know, this time of year it's a lot cooler, so I'll get probably a hot peppermint mocha. So when I go out, I'm not much of a coffee connoisseur. I don't know a whole lot about coffee, but the mochas I think are really good. During hot times of the season. During hot times, I will get the blended iced mocha. But every single day when you see me with my coffee right here, it's black, plain, I don't know, Yuban coffee. I don't even know the brand, because it doesn't matter. Some days, like today, I drink a lot of it. And if you have a really, really good thing, really special thing, it doesn't even have to be craft, but just something you really love and enjoy deeply, and you have a lot of it every day, you will ruin that experience for yourself. And this is beyond food. Anything that you hold deeply, anything that gives you just an amazing feeling every time that you have it, if you are just filling yourself full of it every single day, multiple times a day for weeks or for months, eventually you're just going to grow to hate it. So for me, I can eat basically just about any food that's out there. I'm not that much of a picky eater. I'm a little, eggplants, like the baked eggplant and stuff. I prefer not to have that. There are a couple of things here and there. But generally speaking, I'm not a picky eater. I'll eat just about anything that's out of here, which is why it's so simple for me to eat this meal over and over and over again, because it's not something that I absolutely love, but it's good and it's not bad for me, and I feel good eating it. One thing that I did absolutely love, which has been completely ruined for me, is oatmeal. And oatmeal has a reputation of being quite plain. But my mom, used to put brown sugar and raisins. Daphne. There you go, that's all you get. She used to put brown sugar and raisins and all sorts of other stuff in my oatmeal. and I had it for breakfast every single day, probably for about a year. And around a year, I basically had just had enough. It was so great. I loved it so much, but after a year, I just couldn't stomach it anymore. And I tried some oatmeal probably about a year and a half ago. Wasn't even thinking about it. Wasn't thinking about what I had experienced as a kid. You know, and even if I wasn't thinking anything about it. It's like, so what? You were a kid, you didn't like oatmeal, tough deal. And just for whatever reason, just all of those memories came swarming back. I hated the oatmeal, and I couldn't eat any of it. So to this day, I have a big old jug of, can of oatmeal in my pantry, and I'm never going to eat it at all. It's a good source of protein. It's a good source of fiber. It's good for you. You can add, some brown sugar as well and make it really delicious. But I like that stuff so much, and I had it every day, that I just got completely tired of it. And that's too bad. It shouldn't have to be like that. Okay, we're 25 minutes in. You know what? We're almost done with this video. All we're going to do is add 4 eggs to this bowl. These are large eggs. And scramble them up. Add them to the base of our little pan meal here. I think we add a bit of seasoning to it. Maybe some pepper. And I'm going to stay away from the salt this time because I have soy sauce and there's a high sodium content in the soy sauce. So we're just going to add these eggs here. So a little bit of pepper. Call that good. Fill this full of water so the eggs don't harden up. We'll get ready with the rice. Yep, and we do. We still want runny eggs. But we'll just try to get that base done. We probably, because of how we did the chicken and stuff, probably could have gotten away with adding an additional egg to this. But it's okay. We'll survive without it. Let's get this put away. And this coffee, best served in a large mug, but it's losing its optimal temperature, so we need to finish this off. Perfect. Let's get our rice, flip it up a little. Yeah. Quite a bit of it is sticking to the base of the pan, but it won't be an issue much longer. Get this finished and fluffed up. Add this to our meal. Add some water to that so the cleaning is even easier there. Alright, and fold the egg into the rice. Fold the egg into the rice, in on itself. Yeah. Drag this in on the base. Yeah, take that. fold it in on itself. And again, fold it in on itself. Show some that's fully cooked. You have some that's still a little bit runny. That will mix in with each other. There's a nice piece right there. Look at that. Already, that's looking good. We're going to be able in just a second to get some fantastic color on this. So we're going to do two things here. We're going to turn the heat up slightly. This is called egg fried rice after all. So if you have a wok, the wok is perfect because all of that high heat is concentrated at the base of the wok, applying a super high heat only to areas that come in contact with the bottom of the wok. And you'll see them do that motion where it's constantly rolling in on itself. And that's because the rice and the rest of the contents will only spend a little bit of time on that extremely high heat. And when allowing it to roll, it'll heat and cool and fry and cool over and over again, allowing you to get that nice crispy texture without it getting burned. So if you have a wok, this is the perfect time to use it, because there's essentially no way to replicate that on a Western kind of pan here. But what I will do is turn this up to medium-high heat and attempt to cook away a lot of the moisture that is involved here. Make sure the egg is pretty thoroughly cooked. Sure everything else is more fried than it is just cooked through. And this needs to go just a little bit while longer. But we're going to do two things here. We're going to add an incredible amount of flavor to this by just drizzling some soy sauce on it. It seriously ties the entire dish together. Smell is incredible. But also, if you've noticed, it changes the color of the dish. So you have this black liquid, this soy sauce that you add on there. It really just turns this whole meal into an orangish hue. So instead of getting this strange contrast of, the chicken and the white rice and the yellow egg, you add that soy sauce together, and you get this dominant orange color that is really pleasing to the eye. These yellow accents of the rice and these nice protein chunks there with the chicken. And I like chicken skin, so you see the chicken skin kind of flowing freely right there. So as usual, what we're cooking up right now is enough to feed, a family of 3 for a meal. Maybe a family of 4, depending on what your portion sizes are. And really, this has taken us a half hour in order to put together. And if you spend your time actually cooking and not messing up the order of things with your rice, and not talking to a camera, you can probably get that down to a good 20 minutes. Especially if you prep all of your meals out ahead of time. And I don't just mean, before you start making it. I mean, like the day before. Have everything cut, everything portioned, etc., etc. So let's take a look at this. Just a massive amount of food. What it would be like to be a first-time viewer again, seeing the amount of food that we put in right here. And if there are any new viewers out there, I eat about this much quantity of food every single night. About 4 times out of 5, I eat it in one sitting, in one go. Not perfect, but that is an incredible and a great quantity. Yep, and even though it's simple, even though it's not very robust, beautiful in any way, you have seen some of the other meals that we've put together, so you do know that I figured out how to cook. I do know how to cook. But you know, I'm a guy, I'm very simple. I'm very simple to take care of. You know, you give me bacon, you give me chicken and rice, and you give me hot sauce. You give me a lot of it. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be taken care of for the rest of the night. You know, don't give this to me too close to bedtime though. Otherwise I won't sleep very well. But I'm telling you, this type of eating and this type of structure has a lot of good use cases for people with a variety of lifestyles. For me, frankly, I'm just, you know, I'm not diagnosed autistic, but there's definitely something going on with me. So this type of process is just easy to repeat. I prefer it. And just because I'm working 2 jobs doesn't mean that I don't have time to make food for myself or meal prep a little bit more thoroughly or take interests in making a different variety of meals. This has just become my comfort food. So the best part of each video, as you know, is the weighing period. Because your macros do not matter on the One Meal channel, just the amount of weight of food that you consume. Yesterday we ate about 2 pounds of food, maybe a little bit more because I started eating it before you guys started watching again. We are at 2.46 pounds of food will be consumed in a single meal, and it's all rice and chicken. So as always, I appreciate you checking in for a final time. Thank you to all of the returning viewers and new viewers that subscribed in order to push us over that 100 subscriber threshold. We have some big plans coming up. I have some big ideas for next year that I'll share once we get closer to next year. But before we get to all of that, you should consider showing up tomorrow, where I'm either going to be cleaning the kitchen or I'm going to be making, finally, some more chicken stock, which I haven't made a video about in a while. So I'm doing both of those things tomorrow, but I'm only going to be uploading one of those videos until the next day. And so please tune in, check in where we do that. And I guess I'll see you then. Okay, bye.